You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game again.
The referee screwed. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You
The
literally
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. He had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks.
Yo, by doing Dig back here, and welcome to Friday afternoon. Trying to. Yo, by doing Dig back here. Hold on, I got crazy echoes. Okay, there we go. Much better now. What is going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing, hanging in there. We have Friday practice, and Lane Johnson is back, baby. Lane Johnson is back at practice. All that worrying, all that talking, all that having to answer stupid questions. Lane is back. What is going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Yes, Dallas sucks, stinks, all that. Rolled up in one. Cujo, what's going on? Art 2. Psycho Steve, Mayday. On the Hunt. Tim, thank you guys for being here. David, my man. Jeff. Rasputin, thank you for being here. The Dro Zone. Greg Miller. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We were live, and like I said, Lane Johnson is back, and that is always a good thing. Let me share the screen. Start off, Jalen Hurts' 28th birthday today. So Jalen Hurts just turned a whopping 28 years old. Just getting ready to enter the prime of his career. He's not even peaked yet. But happy birthday, Jalen Hurts. Like I said, there was Lane coming. It looks like the Eagles are on pads again today, by the way. There's Lane Johnson coming on the field. Coming out with Mulata. Let me turn. I got this movie on. Hold on. I need to work. There's Lane coming out. Lane is back, baby. Lane and Mulata. Let's see here. Congratulations, Green Bay, right? Yeah, happy birthday, Jalen. Let's see here. See, this internet works today. I had all sorts of internet problems the other day. And I actually have them coming out on Tuesday to move my router, like, in this room with me. Lane Johnson is back, and give me a new router. Lane Johnson is back at practice. He's been absent the past 4 sessions for personal reasons. Yeah, it's good to get Lane back. Lane is back, training camp, and in full gear. It's going to be a long practice today. Let's see. Nick spoke earlier. This is going to be one of those hour and 50-minute sessions. Happy birthday. It's lagging a little. Interesting. Let me run speed check. StreamYard's been acting like really weird. Like, I went on Cilio's show the other day, and it was echoing, and I didn't know what it was. And then I was like on YouTube, and I was like on some other channels where they had 3 people, and they were having echoing too. So it looked like when you had 2 or more than 2 people in, for some reason it was echoing, and it started with some echoing here. So I don't know. It should be good. See, I'm over 300. What's up, Mark? How are you? What's going on? Having a good day? Dak doing it again? Hopefully Lane's okay. He looks sad. I don't know. He's got a like a 2 hour practice hitting. You know. Let's see. A lot of pictures. There's Lane. Lane's back, baby. It happened to it happened on his Cilio show too, with the echoing. Then I went on some other channels and it was happening when people had two or more. So I think it's StreamYard. What up, 500? We're getting another ring this year. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It felt really good seeing football back home. Yeah, I watched the first half of the Hall of Fame game, and then I started to fall asleep with getting bored with it. Kay Adams has been talking to Howie and Zach Ball, not sure who else. Yeah, I know she talked to Howie, and Howie was talking about how they're not done adding. We'll talk about that later in a video, but yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, Philly, I think we need a better warm up team first. These wide receivers, they are all out with hammy issues. Hire some baseball. Yeah, I don't know what's the deal with the hamstring issues this time, man. My upload speed's over 300, so I should be doing all right. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with all the hammies, you know. But hopefully we get it out of the way. Tomlin in the booth would be, man. Tomlin, yeah, I would agree. What up? What's going on? Huge boast. Oh yeah, it's huge having Lane back, especially now I don't have to answer questions like, "Oh, is Lane retiring? Is Lane retiring?" It's like, no. All right, so here's the injury report, non official. Eagles not practicing today. DeVonta Smith hammy, Makai Lemon hammy, Bretton Covey hammy, Cole Wisniewski hammy, Keyshawn James new big ankle. Grenard's still on the pup. Lane Johnson is back after missing 4 days for a non-football. But damn, with the receivers, man, and hamstrings. Jeez. No update on Lemon. He's still out with a hammy. I think the hammies are coming from Lemon overperforming. I don't know. Hopefully, it's one of those injuries you just got to let it ride out until they're 100%. Hopefully, Lane's available for interview after practice. Yeah, it would be nice. Saquon's fired up. Saquon's the man. Howie's out there. Steen and Jason Kelsey's at practice today, by the way. So Kelsey's there. Hi from India. Concerned about his hammy mania. We may look past last year's offense at the end of the day. We will see. Time will tell. And shout out to you in India. Hamsters are no joke. No, they're not. Let's see. That's it. That's it. We are wait and see. But at least Lane's back. I think that's good. That'll calm some people's fears down because some people are freaking out. I mean, it's one of the first questions I got asked on Cilio show. What about the hamstring? What about Lane Johnson's hamstring? They go retires. And Mark's going, oh, when the Dallas Cowboys player had a hamstring, then when the Cowboys player had a hamstring, it meant this. And that means it's going to mean the same exact thing for the Eagles. Even though the Cowboys had 1 year, 30 years. Right, Mark? Right, Mark? Yeah, that's what I thought. The team needs to hire AJ and Hassan's massage therapist to strengthen their hammy. I guess. Philly fan, what's good, 500? Thanks for the great content as always, Goedert. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. I really hope the Eagles make a move for Butte. You want Butte, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what receivers are legitimately available. I actually like the idea of Keenan Allen. If you wanted to get in somebody who's a free agent, Keenan Allen had a decent year last year. That may not be a bad move cheap wise. Brings you some veteran leadership, something like that. Can we hire Kelsey to help the O-line coach or something? Yeah, I wish we could. He's making all that money on ESPN now, though, right? So I don't know. It's a boundary X. He's redundant with AJ. He's redundant. Well, they tried to trade him. They looked to trade him. So that's something that could still go down, I guess. Jason Kelsey has been at the last few practices. I think he's making transition to being the new Jeff. Yeah, I don't know. No signs of Stoutland, though, right? Like they said that Stoutland would be at a lot of the camps and stuff. I haven't seen him. Hello from what country's that? Hope the Eagles roll this year. Silence the naysayers. Expose AJ for what he was. I like it. Flash. Wouldn't have no problem with Keenan Allen. No, me neither. Me neither. I love you too, Mark. You're a psychopath, but I love you. You're Cowboys. You're Cowboys delusional. But if you take the Cowboy delusion away, Mark's an all right guy. 500. What up? Go Birds. Hell yeah. They've been putting AJ at the Z and Ruth at X when they're both on the field. AJ isn't excelling there. Interesting. Why would? Well, that's them. Who knows? We'll deal with them. What, week 2? We better be all up his ass when he comes or when we go. Stoutland said it wasn't true that he wouldn't be helping. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember him saying it wasn't true. That sucks. I still hate losing him. Good morning, 500. Go Birds. Go Birds. What's up, Yeppa? How are you? As long as me and Lemon is good for the regular season, I think we'll be fine. Wicks and Cooper have been holding the fourth down. Yeah, I mean, Cooper's been showing. Hurts even talked about him. I think Wicks has been okay. Like I've talked a lot about Darius Cooper. I think Wicks has been decent too. A little bit up and down. Like he always seems to drop an easy pass, but catch the really tough ones. There's DeJean. Oh, let me go back here. Oh, let's get updates to the field. What's the temperature in Philly? It's supposed to be hot today. I gotta wake up though. Oh man, I feel sluggish. Did anybody watch the Hall of Fame? I watched like the first half, maybe first quarter and a half, and I started falling asleep. We need another wide receiver and safety. Well, I think Michael Carter's been doing a decent job so far at safety. So, I mean, we'll see where that goes, but it's definitely a position where we might need to get. As far as receiver, yeah, I'm thinking you might have to too. Someone going to steal Cooper. I doubt we keep 7 wide receivers, but why would you let him go? Like I wouldn't let him go. I would let Hollywood go before him. Let's see. I would keep DeVonta, Lemon. I'd keep those 2 guys and Wicks. Those 3 would make it over him. Maybe more or Hollywood Brown. Maybe they're one of those guys 4 and then 5th. He's at least my 5th wide receiver right now, Darius Cooper. So I'm keeping Cooper. He's my 5th. You could even argue the 4th best right now. Now, we could also have a bust at number 2. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've established the number 2 receiver yet. I really don't, and we've got to. But in terms of keeping receivers, you keep what 5 or 6. I'm not letting Cooper go. Yeah, Covey's gone. Yeah, Elijah Moore or Wilson will be the odd man out. Wilson is gone as far as I'm concerned. I think Moore's been all right. I think so far in camp, Moore has been. We've heard more about Moore than we've heard about Hollywood Brown. So I mean, we'll see. People seem to forget that we have Jonathan Jones at corner too. Yeah, we do. All right, let's see. All right, so here's the official practice reports out. We talked about this earlier. Britton Covey hamstring, Newbie ankle, Makai Lemon hamstring, DeVonta Smith hamstring, Cole Wisniewski hamstring, limited chance Campbell groin, Lane progressing his workload, whatever the hell that means, and then Micah Morris shoulder. So they're not going to overdo it for Lane today because they're hitting and stuff. Lane's missed 4 practices, and then he comes back and they're hitting, so they're not going to overdo it. Moore's flashing. He needs to play special teams, though. Yeah, special teams is got to be a big piece of the puzzle. Yo, Philly, good morning. It's 87 now in South Philly where I'm at. It's 87 already? Jeez. What, it's 10:30 in the morning? Damn. Although it's been hot here, too. It was 107 degrees the other day here. What the hell with that shit? That's why I love air conditioning. The greatest invention ever, air conditioning. Well, I love it. Cooper's better than Wicks. I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm not ready to say that yet. But I do think I would give Darius Cooper. I would give him more looks with the ones. I don't think anyone poaches Wilson. I think he get through waivers if they want. Yeah, he'll probably get through waivers and come back on the practice squad. I don't know how many years Quez has eligible for like a practice squad, but he's still on a team. Close to 8, yeah, so it's hot. Hollywood Brown, I would be shocked to let go. He has $5 million 1-year deal. Yeah, well, I think all the guys like Brown, Moore. I mean, I don't think those guys are making enough money that it's going to affect you either way. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I don't think you have to look at the money with those guys to decide whether you keep them or not. I think you can strictly go on performance. Really going to swimming pool? Nah, I can't. You can't. It's a full day for me, man. I'm gonna be going crazy today. Yeah, happy to our quarterback. Cooper's still young. He's a beast. He is. Let's see what he does today, man. I'm hoping Darius Cooper shines again, but I would love to hear that he's getting, more reps with the ones than normal. Let me see. Let me look elsewhere here. Now the Eagles practice tomorrow, and then they've got the day off on Sunday. How he kind of hit it. I thought on the Up and Adams show that he's gonna make another move. I think it was coming after what he said. The question is, what is it going to be? Out of state camp so far. Elliott Shore Parks is surprised they didn't move it inside. Nothing. Wicks has been in his office for 3 years. He's completing with Wicks. That's telling. Well, I think Wicks has had a chance to shine, and he's made some really nice plays. I think right now Wicks is your number 2. I don't know that he's running away with the job, but I think once you go Smitty Lemon or Smitty Wicks Lemon, I think the rest of them from 4 on is all jumbled up. I think Darius Cooper could be anywhere from that 4th receiver to that 5th or 6th receiver. So it just depends, Oh, Devontae Jones, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. What did Howie say about Jalen's extension? Well, nothing really. I didn't, they were trying to say you decide. I didn't get a sense of, it was one of those things we're going to take care of and we'll deal with when the time comes. I couldn't make of it anything, but I think he'll get it. I think he's going to get one, but I didn't feel like anything was about to happen. No, Makai is not back as far as I know. If you're basing it on the pictures you're seeing, this is stock foot. These are like B-roll. These are from practice days so far. I every day I grab the one newest day and then we use them so that when there's nothing to show, we have something. But Lemon is not playing. Is not practicing. Jaylen Brown is at Eagles practice today. How about that? Jaylen Brown is at Eagles practice. Basketball's going to be fun this year. Still three wide receivers out with hamstring injuries again. At least Lane has returned. And that's it. Come on, let's go. If Wicks can fix the drops, he'd be great. I agree. I'm telling you, I think back to a couple years ago with Wicks. It was that rookie year. He was good, man. Like I thought, oh, this Wicks kid's going to be really good for Green Bay. How does Green Bay always get these guys? That was my thought. How do they always get these guys? They just kind of got lost in the pack. I think he crushed down. I think he's had big games against the Cowboys too. Davey, a member for 26 months. Thanks so much. Dance September and cry December. The Cowboys way. That's a great shirt. Mark should make that shirt this week, Mark. Mark, make that shirt. Dance September, cry December. Cowboys way. I like it. I might have to steal that and make a shirt. Jaylen Brown has spray painted his hair. Stinks. What? What's good? 500 Super Bowl this year. With Major Pain. That's what we hope. And Davey, thank you for your support, my man. For 26 months, I do appreciate it, and I do love that saying. Oh, Wicks was great college until last year with the coaching change. Then those drops became an issue. They weren't an issue prior. He's got to work through it, I mean, the guy makes it seems like it's an outstanding catch and then like an easy drop. Outstanding catch and easy drop. Don't make me rip Quez Dropkins. Oh, he's still on the team. Wicks, Cooper, and Moore got to come in and deposit a good day today. Let's go. It would be nice. It'd be nice to get especially on a pad day where it looks like it's going to be a long practice day. It'd be nice. It'd be nice if the receivers look great. If we're in pads and we're full hitting today, I really want the offense to have a good day. You don't think? Well, see, to me, but see, doesn't it say to you though, Rasputin? Doesn't it say if it wasn't a problem up to a certain point when they got new coaches or whatever, and then it becomes a problem? Doesn't that tell you it's a mental thing? To me, if it's a mental thing, I think it could be fixed. So, that sounds like it should be able to get fixed. A little concerned was playing Madden and the receivers were having a hard time separating. Madden's always going to give us horrible ratings anyways. When's the new Madden come out? They're saying it's going to be totally different this year. It's going to be great. And people are saying you're going to finally playing Madden again. We'll see. Are they throwing the tight ends in practice? Yeah, during drills. Not a whole lot during. Well, that's not true. I think Goedert has had a bunch of throws over the middle in 11 on 11s. We've heard Goedert's name quite a few times. Nobody else though, really. Philly, did you see CeeDee Lamb at practice with the B net on his head trying to fix his drops? I did see that. I did. I don't know what that's going to do to help him. It's going to be a big problem. A lot of young guys are missing practice. It can become an issue. I think we're early enough. I mean, we're still technically we're just a week in. We're only on our second week. Last year we went to camp the 22nd. We didn't start camp till the 28th. So everything's kind of like a week off. That's what I think too. No, they're warming up right now. Tucker Kraft was basically the entire Green Bay offense until he got hurt. Same with Kid. Yeah. Dude, that kid's good. That kid was good. The early release is out. Global release is August 13th. Well, what are people saying about it? Or does it just go to the people that are going to like build it up and not give you an honest opinion? Hopefully we play our stars in preseason. I say 2-3 series. Yeah, I would like to see a first quarter play. Like start with a first quarter. Second game, if it was up to me, I'd go close to a half. And then the third game I would sit everybody. That's what I would do. Saquon's gonna have a bounce back here. I believe so. We got 471 people in the chat. Make sure if you guys haven't, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. YouTube told me that they are going to be throttling my ass right now that I better get the likes up because it's throttle time. So hit that like button. How many likes do we even have? We only have 80 likes. That's unacceptable. We need at least 200 likes right now. Hit that like. Let's go. No wonder why we're sitting there buried. YouTube's burying us, and we're not doing anything about it. The only way we can fight back is the likes. That's it. That's all we got. God knows they won't listen about anything else. Capitalism ruined Madden. I wouldn't say capitalism. I'd say monopoly ruined Madden. It's not always the same thing. Problem is that Madden, when the NFL gave away the licensing, there was no competition for EA, and they just got fat on it. Capitalism, actually, free market would actually make it better because you would have competition. So really, it's a monopoly that the EA has the licensing. So no, capitalism didn't ruin it. Hit the like button for a boy. There you go. I'm ready. I got my Hurts Super Bowl jersey on today and my Super Bowl hat. Yes. No. Which nowadays is perfectly understandable because they don't teach it right to kids in school. They tell them bullshit stuff. As okay, I'm not getting into. I don't want to get into a capitalism argument on here, please. Fair points. We either entities, brother Homer. Yeah, well, yeah, I agree. Yo, 500. Good morning. Tell your chat to smash the like button. 109 likes. That's right. Hit the like button. Either way, if we wanted Madden to be better, let some other companies get them licensing and let them start competing. I don't want to talk capitalism, socialism. I hear this shit all day. I talk about this stuff all day. This is my escape from it. Please. This is my escape. Jaylen Brown out there meeting people. I don't know. Yeah, something. I don't know if they did or they're going to or something. yeah. I hear you. I agree. I don't want. I want to talk football. It's my fault. I opened up this box. All right. So not a lot of updates coming. I imagine we're going to have some good 11 on 11 though. A lot of video and stuff on Jaylen Brown. New Sixer at practice. What up, baby? Come on. You want to say hi? Come on. You can say hi. Yeah. Say hi. Want to say hi? Kitty wants to say hi. Say hi. It's her last day here. Her new family picks her up tomorrow. Yeah. We could at least talk about the Washington Commons if we want like that. Yeah, well, that we can. I mean, you have every right to talk about what you want here in the chat. I am not going to stop you. So you can talk about what you want. I just may not want to answer the questions after a while because I just don't want to make it all about that. But you have every right on here to talk about what you want. I'm not close, but I'm close enough that like you can smell it a little bit. I'm liking what I'm hearing. Michael Carter try. Yeah, I do too. Those are the beautiful kitties. How many did Mom have? She had 7. They're all gone. I did the last one, but the people haven't been able to pick her up until this weekend. I really want your analysis of Carson Beck in the game last night. Dude, I fell asleep. I fell asleep during it. I'd have to watch it again. I don't know that I don't think he does. Like, I haven't heard anything about fullback in this offense. So, no updates, man. Jeez. You love men with cats. Dude, I'm married to Catwoman. Smitty out with injury, Lemon out injury, not good, especially considering new offensive coordinator scheme O-line coach. Yeah, I agree. It's not helping. I mean, it's still early enough in camp. I'm not worried about it. Okay, like if this was week for the preseason, then it's like, yeah, I'm not worried about basically the first week and a half of camp. But it's getting like by next week, it's going to start being a problem. I like Trotter a lot, especially that his dad is a legend here in Philly. But I feel the Eagles are getting ready to trade him. Really? Our line? You think they're going to trade Trotter? Wow. See, that's interesting, Jedi Master. I don't think they're going to trade him. I think Bond plays one more year and then goes, and then Trotter comes in. I think next year's team is better than last year's, despite losing AJ. Defense should be better and better. The O-line should be healthier. True? He was throwing dimes. What are you doing? This little girl's cute. You're going to have a new family tomorrow. Yeah, like 5. Gotta make that jump. Practicing private day, no update. Yeah, it's slow with the updates. But I think it's also probably a lot of teaching session, a lot of drill session, because I think they're in pads. So when they're in pads, usually it's a longer, drawn out practice. So we'll see. We'll see the stuff pour in once we get to 11-11s. I mean, I put it on and it was on and I fell asleep watching it. Yeah. Fangio really talking up Chance and Campbell. I know. I like when Fangio talks up people because Fangio does not like to do that. He doesn't like to do it. If he does it, you're playing well because he doesn't want to give. He doesn't want to do it. So we need a one. No, we got a number 1. We need a number 2, maybe. You know, I like Campbell. I watched the whole start for football. I was out cold. I got home early yesterday, but I was out cold. I was gonna do a video. I came home. I was gonna watch a little game and do a late video, and I was out. And I woke up. It was like 7:30, and I was like, nah, I'll just wait till tomorrow. Yeah, she just jumped. Oh, she's a sweetie. The people who are getting her. My biggest thing now with people that we rehome the cats to is like I want them to go to people that pet their cats. There are people who get like cats and then they leave them alone. They don't pet them. Like these cats all want to be around you. They're like dog-like. But when I give them when I rehome them, and sometimes people don't keep doing don't give them the attention we do. they kind of revert. The last offseason, we picked up Lampkin from the Rams. Jeff and Howie knew we needed a new style or offense last season. Lampkin used the West Coast style. Where is Lampkin? Have we heard anything about him? Man, I'm glad you brought him up because I forgot completely all about him. 500 get. Oh, he fell asleep. I did, dude. I did, dude. It's so hot out. Like, it's just so damn hot. By the time you come home and I just have a chance to get in the air conditioning, cool off, I'm like ready to take a nap. No shakedown tonight. Shakedown will be tomorrow, Saturday. Phil, you've seen the shots all the Eagles have been sending to AJ. I love it. No, I haven't seen any of them. You got to tell me about them. I have 4 wild cats that live outside and eat mice, lizards, snakes, and birds. I like the fact they eat snakes. 500. No, today's walkthrough. They're full pads. Unless they dressed in the pads to walk through. They had a walkthrough yesterday. I don't stream during walkthroughs. Here we go. So Jordan Davis starts practice with a sack of Jalen Hurts. There you go. It's just that the teaching period's long because they're in pads. It's going to be a long practice. Lane not taking part, and no Lane won't take part in the drills. Okay, and Lane's not taking part in the drills. Markel Bell is with the ones again. Markel Bell is already he's already beaten out Johnson. He's taken over that backup spot. That's great news. Jordan Davis with a sack of Jalen Hurts. There we go. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about him. Cooper's going to make a statement first preseason game. Oh, it's going to break loose Cooper. I hope you're right. Darren. So I hope you're right. All right, we are getting ready for the drill period here. Before we do that, I do need to do and get this out of the way here. So let me go to the. No, where you go? Don't you want to eat my wire? I can't do that. Here, quick word from our sponsor. It is the best app to use while watching sports. Plus, the great thing about it, it is really easy to use. Just pick a few player stats and lock in your lineup and boom, you're ready to go. Or if you prefer, you can now do team picks. Now, team picks is great. It opens up a ton of options, including picking wins, spreads, all sorts of things, as I'm going to show you in a second. Plus, Prize Picks is available in almost all 50 states, including California, Texas, and Florida. Now, as I was saying, when you look at the team picks, they all have a bunch of different options to choose from. One of the ones that I want to touch on today is the stage of elimination for football teams this coming season, specifically the Cowboys. Why? Because this is, to me, easy guarantee, okay? This is easy. I have the Dallas Cowboys. I am taking them to not make the playoffs. That's right. I'm taking the Cowboys to not make the playoffs. I'm locking in that lineup, and boom, it is ready to go. I love this play. I think this is a great guarantee. And if you like this or you want to do something similar, all you have to do is download the link in the description, download the app, and then use promo code HMA when you sign up. And if you play your first $5 lineup and you win, you'll get $150 in lineup credits. That's $150 in lineup credits. All you have to do is play your first $5 lineup and win. That's right. Just use promo code HMA. Link is in the description. Shout out to Prize Picks. All right, shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. We are going to go right to the action here. So Jordan Davis had a sack to start 11-on-11s, right? Markel Bell in for Fred Johnson at right tackle. Remember, Lane's not taking part in live drills because he's missed so much time. They're not going to rush him back in. Elliot Shore Park says Jalen Hurts with an awesome pass over the middle to guess who? Darius Cooper, who caught it in tight coverage. My friggin' man. Darius Cooper. What I'm talking about. I love this kid. Every day he makes a play. Every day. Tanner McKee getting a shot at the second team. So Tanner McKee's the backup today. Hurts ripped a really nice throw into a tight window over the middle to who else? Darius Cooper. Let Dan Cilio talk about that for 3 days. He threw over the middle into tight coverage. 2 things he said that was impossible. Guess what? It ain't impossible now. Damn, I love Coop. Let's see. Is there a world where Lane is traded? Probably not. And the reason I say it is because what is a team really going to give you for him? A late round pick? I don't think you're going to get a 3rd round pick, a 4th round pick. You're not even going to get a 5th round pick, in my opinion. You're going to get like a pick in like 2030, you know? So it's like you could trade him, but if you just keep him, he'll give you more value there. I don't think you could get much, but it'd be interesting to know, what is a 30-something-year-old tackle who could still play? What could he get you? I don't know. Philly, you should ask Cilio. I know. I need to start doing that. I'm going to drive Cilio and Mark Holmes crazy this all season because they drove me crazy this off season. So this regular season, I'm driving them nuts. I wonder what's the next complaint about Jalen. Seems to be passing over the middle quite well. Yeah, and I think he's always been able to. I just don't think that the coaches wanted to do it. Maybe the coaches didn't believe in him, so they never put him in those positions. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. So let's see. No updates since. They keep moving the goalposts each season. I just think I read this, right? No, I didn't. People can say his roster is amazing, sure, but they can't deny he has 2 amazing Super Bowl performances. Just go look at Super Bowl winners, right, as starting quarterbacks. Then look at how many quarterbacks have been to 2 Super Bowls as starters. And then go look at the names. You don't get Trent Dilfers, okay? It's completely different. Lane Johnson's a Hall of Famer. What the hell are you all talking about? People just type anything. Well, I get it. You got a guy at the end of his career. Can you get something for him? Because he's only going to play a year or 2. I get it, but I don't think you could get enough for him that you would even want to do it. Wicks has higher upside, but Dan Cooper just strikes me as a more consistent player. Yeah, well, I guess you should think Wicks has higher upside. I don't know. Cooper's pretty freaking good, man. He's pretty good. The Stilio cover Eagles. The only thing that do cover is the Eagles. Yeah. It covers the Eagles and all the bad things that are happening. Fans should be shouting Coop for 2 different players this season. Yeah, exactly. Oh, he does. It covers Tampa also. Yeah, that's right. He does cover Tampa. And he kisses the Cowboys' ass. Okay, looking for updates. Nothing. Slow. Sign Ertz. Interesting. Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about that. Ertz is ready to come back. Do you sign him? I mean, it's low. It's a low risk, high reward, but I probably wouldn't. And the only reason I say that is because he's come back from a pretty bad injury. Billy Bolin, he looks like Lane Johnson from the side. Darius Cooper college stats are crazy for an undrafted guy. Here's a question. If Darius Cooper was drafted in the same round as Wicks, would we be saying Wicks has higher upside? And I think Wicks does have upside. I don't know. I take a flyer on Tyreek Hill. Yeah, I thought about that. And 2 things. One, I don't think they would do it because of his off-the-field stuff. Right? He have some domestic abuse stuff. The Eagles won't play in that field. Second, I don't think he's healthy. I don't think he's healthy yet. I told my wife she looked like Dwayne Johnson from the side. Man, what hotel did you sleep at? What did Russell Wilson do without Lynch and the Legion of Boom? Nothing. Right? I mean, he put up good statistics, but they didn't win anything. They kept Cooper last year to replace AJ. Similar body type, more fluid in route running. Yeah, he's not as big though, right? Like he's not as tall as how tall is? Let me see. I don't know what Darius Cooper how tall he is. I don't think he's as tall as AJ. He's 5'11". See that's the thing. He's 210 pounds, but he's 5'11". Just Red Cooper's catch was mid-range crosser with Quinion tight on him. Love it. So the next update we get is a Jeff McClain tweet on feet, or a picture of his shoes. Like I want to see that. Man, why are they so slow today on these? 500 early prediction: DeGene will break the NFL interception record. Really? That's a hell of a prediction. What makes you think that? We don't need a speech. We need a big bite X. Agreed. I think Cooper could be close to AJ, but not sure if he could be AJ. Yeah, I mean, look, it's hard to say. Those are big shoes to fill. Say what you want about AJ. I mean, to try to put him in AJ's shoes is really tough for any receiver. Let's just get one step at a time. He made the roster last year. Now we want to see him take a step forward, in camp this year, and then go from there. He's definitely fast enough. Yeah. Yo, Philly, what has ESPN grades been Hurts' camp? They've been up and down, anywhere from B to D. Average-wise, I couldn't tell you. Jaylen Brown getting a round of applause as he walks by the fans. First time he's ever seen that for a player visiting. Cam Jurgens is heading into the medical tent. So Jurgens heading to the medical tent. Damn it. This is what I worry about, is this offensive line. We just talked about Lampkin. You better start warming up. Wicks is a stud. Well, I think Wicks is a talented kid that could be a stud. AJ 6'1", Cooper. I thought AJ was 6'2". I got Darius Cooper listed here at 5'11". I got AJ at 6'2". But regardless, it doesn't matter. I think the kid's a player. I think he can play. Do I think he can play? Yeah. So Jurgens heads to the medical tent. That worries me. You're 5'12". Layton's back, Daz. What's up, Daz? Where the frick you been, dude? I ain't seen you, Daz. Where you been? You doing good, man? Kendall is back up at center. Yeah, Kendall is. I was hoping, I don't know what to think of Lampkin at this point. See, guys like Lampkin and Becton, I think of those guys differently when you deal with Stoutland, because he specifically sees these guys that he wants to mold a certain way, and he has an idea what he's doing. I don't know this offensive line coach can develop the offensive line players like him. Like for example, would Jordan Mailata be as good as he is if Stoutland wasn't the coach when he was trying to make the team, when he was a 7th round pick? Because he was like in UR Bernard's, he was in his spot. He had never played football before. Sorry, I got black mask on. I got to lower it. I don't know why the volume keeps coming back on. All right. Ryan Fowler says, Jalen Hurts looks more confident in the new offense each day. He made it a priority to rip it up the seam early in 11-11, very clean. Sounds like sounds like Jalen Hurts having a good day. A 500, spending a lot of time at the gym and work. Awesome, man. Good for you. That's what I need. More time in the gym. And I'm actually putting time in, so I'm getting there. I'm doing good, Cass. Filthy, how are you, man? Where you been? Another one I haven't seen in a while. Good to see you, man. Steven, what's going on? How are you? 500, I got banned on X, so I can't. Oh, you got banned? Oh, jeez. What did you do? He basically threw spaghetti at the wall and hoped something stuck. Are you talking about Stoutland? Let's go. Let's easy for what's up. Cam Jurgens in the medical tent, so Jake Majors is at center with the Eagles. Okay. All right, this is out of left field. Jurgens in the medical tent, so Jake Majors is with the Eagles of the first team offense. Who the hell is that? And how did Jake Majors get to jump in with the first team? NFL. Let's see. Jake Majors, 6'3", 306 pounds, played 5 seasons at the University of Texas, setting a program record with 56 career starts. Signed undrafted free agent in May 2025 with Tampa, then was on injury reserve before an injury settlement, joined the Eagles organization to provide depth at the center position. Who the hell is that? Good for him. I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind it. Anybody that is rising the roster, give them reps. But I don't like that Jurgens is out again. That's why I worry about the offensive line. They have been getting a lot of young guys first reps this year more than normal. Yeah, I mean Bell. Look at Bell. I mean, of all of our draft picks, Bell is already starting in if Lane can't go. Fred Johnson's going to lose that starting that's number 2 in the depth chart. I still like Fred Johnson though because I think he can play multiple positions. The Dro Zone says people forget that Drew was better as a guard last year. Agreed. D-Tom, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much, my man. I think they're training Bell to replace Mulata and Fred replace Lane. I don't know. I mean, taking snaps at right tackle is different than left tackle. It's an adjustment. And Bell is literally starting when Johnson's not in at right tackle. I don't know who Jake. He's a guy we signed in the offseason. He was a practice squad player. I don't remember him. Well, he's getting first team reps, which is interesting. Yeah, hopefully Jurgens is okay. Lampkin, I don't know. We talked about Lampkin earlier. Haven't seen Lampkin. Haven't heard his name at all. I don't know what's going on with Lampkin. I have a feeling Lampkin was one of those guys where he was like, that was a Stoutland guy. Stoutland, that was a project for him, and then you get a new coach in and they may not feel the same way about him. That's could be what's going on. All right, no updates. Waiting for updates. Fred has been getting all the left tackle reps. Bell wasn't projected to play left tackle. Why is Fred Johnson getting back starting left tackle reps? I don't understand that. It's interesting to me that they would trust Bell so early. I mean, I think that's a positive, obviously. Mitch, yes. And that's the Eagles coaching issue. Yeah. They may want Becton's depth, but he's going to have to swallow his pride a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what, He's another guy. I would have thought that Becton would have like died to come back to Philly, but no, not the case. Really slow on the updates, though. I'll tell you that. Becton's a horrible fit for. Well, that's probably why they don't want him back. To me, he needs to be with Stoutland. Watch Markel Bell's tape at Miami. Dude eliminates anyone. I know he's huge. He's huge. He's hard to get around. That's for sure. Williams, someone I would love to see at fullback in the goal line short yardage. Kind of trade Jurgens. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm just hoping that Jurgens is okay. Hopefully whatever it is, it's not a recurring something from last year. But that's where that's what I worry about the offensive line. Like, how healthy can this offensive line stay? How much do you guys think that the tush push aged the offensive line? Like, do you think that because they always talked about, the tush push and people are going to get hurt or things like that. But do you think it really, where the wear and tear came is from aging the offensive line? Like, do you think it wore them out? The reports from camp, like Jake Majors, is horrible, wondering why he's even getting second team reps. They're all saying Lamp is clearly better. What's going on? I don't know. He was getting first team reps. That's what it was. That was interesting. I mean, maybe they just want to take a look, maybe they just want to take a look at him. I don't know. That it could be that too. Sometimes you just want to get a guy on tape taking reps with the first team because you can do it. So we don't really know. It's when it's consistent. So Jurgens just went inside after some time in the tent. So Jurgens is now inside. That's never good. They took a hydration break right after. It's very plausible he's cramping. Maybe he went inside for IV or something. I don't know. I would try to get Marv before Lemon leaves us high and dry. You think Lemon's going to lead? Is Smith? I mean, at some point, probably not for another week. They're not going to rush. With a hamstring injury, even if it's not serious, you can't bring the guy back till they're 100% because that thing will linger. I don't think it made a difference. The trenches is where contact happens the most. Yeah, I wonder if that push tush where it really like messed up our offensive line in terms of just like aging them. A lot wouldn't surprise me if players express concerns after they use it a lot less. Yeah, it's interesting. Stout needs to retire. He's done. You think so? Only practice time you can get Charmin Lemon is on VR. 400 power runs killed them. I don't know. It's just a thought. I mean, I think part of it is, Cam Jurgens gets injured in the NFC Championship game. He plays through the injury in the Super Bowl, right? So you're finishing the year in February, and they come in. They're not really fully healthy yet. They're still worn out. Landon gets hurt in practice, gets surgery, comes back for the Dallas game. Had no business coming back for that game. If he would have sat out 2-3 more weeks, it would have been huge. And he even said that much. A good point on tush push. You got to think all that helmet to helmet hitting the line or helmet. They're probably killing Jurgen's back. Yeah, I mean, I wonder. I don't know for sure, but I wonder about it. Do you know the toll that takes on them? I don't know. There's a reason why power running team guards and centers retire early. Yeah. So yeah, you think it took a lot? It probably did. Zone training camp or offense needs more time to click. Putting Fred up to Garrett is suicide. Did you see Crosby and Fred? Yeah, that was yeah. I know. The thing is Crosby does that against everybody, So Jurgen inside now. We're gonna have to worry about that. I always take going inside like he just did as, hey, we need to take a better look here. So hopefully he's okay. Damn it. That's the thing I don't want to see. Who's my week one starting? Where was that? Who week one starting receiver? Well, I would say probably DeVonta, Wicks, and Lemon. I'm assuming those guys will be healthy by then. And then as my fourth wide receiver, I don't know. Darius Cooper. Yeah, I am refreshing. I got nothing. I still the last update is Zach Berman 51 seconds ago. Jurgens left practice early, walked on his own to the tent, didn't appear to be hindered, so he wasn't limping or anything, which is good. Maybe he was dehydrated or something, like somebody said. So that's the last update I got. I'll show you what we got. This is the last update, 51 seconds ago. We're used to Jason Pierce, Kelsey, and Lane. Most of the linemen peak about 27-20, then their body starts running down. Yeah, but our guys last a long time. I think Fred Johnson played Goedert when the Eagles played the Browns. Yeah, he did. But the thing about it is, like, Goedert will kill. I'm not gonna hold it against Johnson too much. Goedert's a beast. What up, Philly Nation? How are you? I wanted to slide Jurgens to right guard and put Lampkin center. Yeah, Lampkin, like I said, haven't heard. I would like somebody to ask about Lampkin though. That would be nice to hear, like, what's going on with him. Like, I haven't heard anything. Nothing. No updates. Becton doesn't have the mobility to reach and scoop. No, I don't think Becton was a good fit. I think Becton needed Stoutland around. The problem with these dudes is they ain't had enough milk when they was kids. Then both maybe, yeah. Jurgens will never be an All Pro again. Oh man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to start writing those guys off already. I feel like Dickerson and Jurgens, like, they needed it all season. That's it, man. Jeez, nothing. We keep signing wide receivers. Who the F are the O line guys? Like, why is this not a priority? No, I mean, I think the Eagles did address the offensive line. They drafted some guys. I mean, I think they got some depth there. The question is, can Jurgens and Dickerson especially, are they going to be healthy this year? Is Lane Johnson going to be healthy this year? I actually think they have decent depth at the line. As where the receivers, I think they're still looking for the right guy. Wise guy, thank you for the super chat. We're due for an injury-plagued season. I can smell it. Oh, God. Don't you feel like... I feel like we had it last year. Arnold Ebiketie inside spin move is so quick and violent. Sets up so well. And he's on your inside shoulder in a blink. Multiple wins off that. Oh, yeah? Where did you hear that? But I'll tell you what. He's one of those guys to me that's he's a mystery because Fangio wanted to have him around. And the fact that Fangio is going to get to work with him, maybe we're looking at another situation where Fangio brings out the best in a guy that has had a lot of talent, just hasn't been used right. So we're going to see. I can't wait for preseason. I can't wait for the game. No update zone. And Wise Guy, thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means a lot. We got 568 people. Thank you guys for being here. I don't know how many likes we have, but let's hit that like button if we haven't. We will be back here tomorrow live as well. 243. Let's get to 300 before this thing ends. We're over an hour into practice, by the way. Jeez, it really went quick today. I feel like we just started. Now you got Arnold Ebiketie. I can't ever say his name right. With a sack, but the play continues and Carter bats the ball down on a Hurts attempt. I think this pass rush is going to be nasty this year. Like I actually think it's underrated. And here's why I say it. Like I think with Davis and Carter being in shape, I think they're going to be really, really good. And then I think you're going to get guys like, Arnold, guys like Hunt. I think these guys on the edge are going to have a really good year. I think we're going to have a good rotation. You may not get guys with like 15 sacks, but you're going to get a lot of guys with like 8 sacks. Would you rather have Keenan Allen or Hollywood Brown starts? Keenan Allen. Yeah. I would rather have Keenan Allen. No, you're okay. The only update I can say is Jurgens left practice with an injury. So we don't know what it is. But, Allen for 1 year, he had 77 catches last. He's a good possession receiver, Allen. I think if you needed another number 2, I think Allen could come in and do it. And, whether or not he would fit the system and what they want to do, that's another question. But Sirianni does know him. Sirianni has worked with him with the Chargers. So, I don't know. It's something to keep in mind. Stoutland couldn't teach his scheme. It's analytical to everything. Antithetical. Yeah. That's what they clearly thought. Fans of the Batman, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you so much. Just joining. Did I miss anything so far today? Big plays. Big play early on in practice to Cooper. Darius Cooper makes another great catch. The only other real update I would say that stuck out was that Cam Jurgens left early, went to the medical tent, then walked inside. Wasn't limping or seeming to struggle, but I would say that's it, really. The updates have been really slow. Really slow. Like, I think Jaylen Brown, I think there were more posts about Jaylen Brown than the players practicing. Nick, my man, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. I think Nolan getting traded for Bates or Buddha. Really? Do you think that the safety situation has been a problem in camp so far? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just curious. Because from what I've heard, Michael Carter hasn't looked bad at safety. So, I don't know. But thank you, Nick, for that super chat. Lurie changed the offense because it was stale, boring, and predictable. It's Ebiketie. Okay, Ebiketie, thank you. I'm gonna work on it. Army, a member for 70 months. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Yo, what up? We getting close, boy. I had lower back surgery last week. I'm off work for at least 2 months. Wish me luck. Man, good luck. I hope they gave you meds to keep you out of pain, because I know that lower back pain, jeez. But, recover well, Army, and I'm glad that you're here. Come hang out with us. You're going to have time for all these streams, man. But, geez, I'm sorry you had to have the surgery, but, man, rest up. And football is back, so that's good. We not signing Allen? Maybe not. I'm not counting on it. Marcus, have I missed anything? No, you haven't. Not really. I think in terms of receiver, like we're talking about receiver, like I still think it's too early. I still think you got to give guys time in camp to try to take the job. And like I said last year, around this time last year, we traded for Jacorian Bennett. But the thing is we had been in camp a whole week earlier. So, like, we're kind of like a week behind from a year ago. I think another week, and see if some of these receivers, somebody starts stepping up to that number 2 spot. And then you can go from there. Oh, boy, here you go again. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. It is an issue. Darius Cooper is having an excellent day. Look at that. Cooper having an excellent day. He made it at Raw Stars, undrafted free agent last training camp, and he's having another strong camp a year too. Cooper's having another strong day. Key with his best day of the Eagles training camp so far. Several good connections with Darius Cooper, who is clearly a stud. I'm telling you, this Darius Cooper every day, all I hear about is Darius Cooper. Give him first team reps, man. Jeez. Yeah, that's his position weak. I'm not trusting. No, that's fair. It's fair. They said Lampkin's moved up the depth chart behind Jurgens now. Said he's some solid reps against. That's good. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. O-line suffered because the interior was hurt and there was still running duo power like 24. I know. And Stoutland didn't want to switch up the blocking scheme. Well, I don't know. Is that fall on him or the offensive coordinator? Because it got to the point where they basically decided to change the running game up, but they didn't consult Stoutland. They kind of did it behind his back. So, you're saying he's basically one trick. I mean, maybe, but damn, he could develop some guys, man. Cooper season. Darius time, man. Darius Cooper. Every day. All we hear is him. Derek Moore, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Five Sports Podcast on location reported that Lampkin has moved up, taking second team reps. The pocket's much cleaner when Lampkin is over Majors. Is what reported. Not sure why Majors is in over Lampkin. Maybe they just want to get look at him. But Derek Moore, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you for that update, because we were talking about Lampkin earlier, like we haven't heard him. It's good to hear that he's moving up the depth charts. And Majors, they might have just wanted to get something on film. They want to look at him, So that's okay. But Derek Moore, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Darius Cooper is training camp player. I think he's better than a training camp player. Travis Fulgham, part 2? No. Fulgham gave you 4 weeks and then nothing. Darius Cooper has given you a second year of development. You can't call a guy like Fulgham, in my opinion, because what did you expect from Darius Cooper last year? He was undrafted free agent. He had to make the team. He made the team. So what do you want to see from him in year 2? You want to see him take a step, right, in his development. So far, he's taken a step in his development. He's better than all these other guys. I would put Darius Cooper, based upon what we've seen from doing this every day. I would put Darius Cooper as the fourth receiver on this team right now. He's been more impactful than anybody else, except for maybe DeVonta. When DeVonta's been in there, it seems like, forget about it. But I think Darius Cooper needs more. I think he needs an opportunity. I'm going to feel like Darius Cooper is just killing it. He is. He's killing it. Cooper is trash. Wilson is not going. Wilson, Johnny Moonsault Wilson. Wilson, that dude growing the wrong way. He keeps growing up. We need some weight on him. Give that guy a cheesesteak or 3. Johnny Wilson can't touch Darius Cooper. I'm sorry. I got what I asked for. 500 wide receiver stepping up today. You did. You definitely did. He's your number 3. What my goal for him before they drafted Lemon and before we were going to trade AJ, my goal from him, and I said this early in the offseason before AJ left and Mekhi, we had all the changes. My goal was for him, and my hope was that he would come in and compete for that number 3 spot and win it. But things changed, especially with Mekhi Lemon. But right now, I mean, Darius Cooper, all he's doing is making plays, man. Making plays. McKee and Johnny Wilson. Oh, look at that. Johnny Wilson. 2-step Wilson's having a great day. McKee and Johnny Wilson both had good days today. McKee hits Wilson in the back of the end zone fade. Jonathan Jones in coverage. That's good. I'm actually, I joke around about Wilson. I'm glad that he had a nice catch today. That's it for practice. 90 minutes in very humid conditions. Offense looked good for the most part. Good day for the offense. Overall. Not a lot coming out, but damn. Darius Cooper, man. Darius mother humping Cooper. And guys, 593 people in the chat. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. We appreciate it so much. Hey, what's going on, baby? You getting tired? Yeah, you're getting tired. He fought Kellen Moore too. He hated the motion usage earlier. He hates it. Yeah, that's what they say, anyways. Cooper DeJean Cooper. We got the 2 Coops. They didn't change till midseason when he had success after the change. Yeah, flipping the birds. Thank you for the super chat. Wicks and Cooper are going to be our X factors on the offense. Men will explode after week 4, and the offense will be top 3 by top 3. If we're top 3 offense, we're winning the Super Bowl. Because I think we've got a top 3 defense. Darius just needs some fine tuning. He cost us a touchdown against Washington on the last game before taunting. How do you remember that? I can't remember. I can't remember that, Linda. But he got a taunting penalty. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's fixable, But I like the kid. Listen to how the lineman has talked about the blocking scheme. It was time for Stout to go. Yeah, it does sound like it. It does. I'm not going to argue. I'm not arguing that. The only thing about Stoutland I really like, I like a lot, but I like the fact that he develops guys, I wish we could get him in just for that. Stoutland is great when he's healthy. Great players have been bad. Injuries pop up. Yeah. Said UR blew up Lincoln, moved him 6 yards in the backfield. That kid just needs reps too, man. Like when he gets like his footing, he's going to be interesting. What happened at center? He went to Cam Jerkins went to the tent, and then he went inside, and that's all we know. He wasn't limping, and they said he didn't look like he was in discomfort. So take that for what it is, But, Darius Cooper, to me, another one. Nick Davis Super Chat. Cooper caught a pass against Q in tight coverage. He did, yeah. Dude, I think he's going to come out of the gate during first preseason game. Like, you asked me, who am I most excited to watch during preseason? It's Darius Cooper. At this point, it's Darius Cooper and Wicks. Like, every day he's playing. Every day he's doing something. And Nick, thank you for that super chat. Art said if he looks the most impactful, we in trouble 500. Yeah, he has been besides DeVonta. And that's kind of where we're at, though, at wide receiver, is it not? We haven't heard much about Lemon or from Lemon. And then there clearly is a battle at that wide receiver 2 spot going on. And if you look at it, Wicks, great catches and then easy drops. So he's been a little inconsistent, but he's been decent, but he's been good, but a little inconsistent. Darius Cooper, yeah, dude, I'm sorry. He every day he's making plays. Just because he's undrafted doesn't mean he can't develop into something. Maybe he's that good and he just needed a chance to play. Maybe we got a gem on our hands and we're going to walk right into it. Maybe we get a little lucky, you know? I mean, it happens. It happens. Clark, thank you for super chat. What happened to Jurgen Lane update? Lane's back. He was limited in practice because they didn't want to overwork him, basically. And then Jurgens went into the medical tent, left, and then came back or went inside afterwards. And that's all we know. Bryce, thank you for the super chat. Anything on Nolan Smith? He's been quiet. Nothing on Nolan Smith. Nothing. He's been very quiet. You know? Cooper wanted to. Yeah, look, I'm not scared. How many of you are scared to let Cooper be the 2? Like, I feel like if he earns it, he earns it. Sometimes you find a stud deep in the draft and you know, happens every year. A team finds somebody that becomes better than they thought and everybody missed out. Maybe we get lucky with him. Philly, how is Superhero? I haven't heard anything. How is Superhero doing? Who the hell is Superhero? Is Nolan Smith a bust? I don't want to say he's a bust. Because if you look at that 4-game stretch in the playoffs when we won the Super Bowl, that was pretty damn impressive. I just think Nolan is slow developing because I think the injuries have hindered him. But I do think this is I think Nolan Smith is in the spot Jordan Davis was a year ago. Like, this is the year you got to show up because Jalen Hunt is showing up. You know what I'm saying? And that's an issue. Nolan Smith might be. That extension money may go to Jalen Hunt and over Nolan. And then the question is do you move Nolan? Do you trade him? I don't know. Christians, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. That's very, very generous of you. I appreciate you. 500, what I missed? Anything just popped in? I would say the only things you really missed was Darius Cooper, another great day. Cam Jurgens got left practice early, went to the medical tent, then went inside. We don't know much on it. And then the offense had a decent day in full pads. So I would say that's about it, really. Not too much other than that. But thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate the generosity. Thank you. Lemon or Cooper will be the 3rd wide receiver. Wicks will be the number 2. You might be right. Is Cooper getting any? Is he lining up at all in the slot? Does anybody know? Media only reported a couple of plays, not everything that happened, and said the offense was good today. We have no clue what is really going on. They didn't post much. Yeah, they held back. They've been doing that. But the way I look at it is like this. If they post it quickly, and this is how I approach it. Like, if they're posting it when they're holding other stuff back, then they feel the need to get that specific issue or play out to everybody. That was an important play in part of in totality of the drills. They felt like, if I don't post Darius Cooper to catch, that's a problem. So I look at it like very impactful plays. At least they're coming our way. Your running back probably ain't going to get better as he's getting older. It doesn't work that way. You get worse as you get older. Your running back is going to take a step. Well, but why is he going to take a step back? I don't understand why he would take a step back. He just because he's 28 years old, 29. He's got a few years left. I'll tell you this: if we're basing how Saquon Barkley is going to be based upon what I see from him this year, he looks a step faster than a year ago. He looks like he's got a burst. He looks like he lost a little bit of weight and is in great shape. I think Saquon Barkley is going to have a great year. He might not get 2,000 yards on the ground, but he's going to have a big year. I know that, I know the Cowboy fans and stuff. I know that they think that we're going to get old all of a sudden, and that's it. But the truth is our window is wide open. We're not getting any older anytime soon. We're not going anywhere. Jalen Hurts just turned 28 today. He just turned 28. Quarterback. He's not. His best years are still ahead of him. They scare Saquon. I agree. Hey Philly, it's very humid here in the East. Yeah, that's what I heard. Saquon's fine. I agree. I'm less worried about Barkley's physical decline than I am about his ability to execute. Well, that too. I'm with you on that one. Oh, Bernard. Oh, superhero. Okay, I get it now. Sorry, I'm a little slow today. Uh, didn't really hear much. I didn't see anything reporting, but oh, Makai Lemon with Torrey Smith. So hopefully he can help him. Let's see. Jalen Hurts chatting with Jalen Brown. No, we'll see. We'll see. So we got a practice tomorrow. We have a practice tomorrow, and then we're off Sunday. I'll have videos on Sunday. I'll be live for practice tomorrow. I have a live and a shakedown, and then we'll see. I probably will do a video later today. We'll see. But before we wrap this up, a quick word from our sponsor.
Quick. What's the one money lesson you wish you learned earlier that you're trying to pass down to your kids? For all of the parents out there with teenagers, we already know you're trying to keep a million different things under control. Believe me, I got 2 teenagers myself. It's tough. Well, guess what? CashApp is here to help. Make sure your teen's money and their spending is adding to the craziness. With CashApp card available to teens 13 to 17 with a sponsorship by an eligible parent or guardian, every transaction triggers a real-time notification for you to see, empowering your teen to practice independence while giving you a peace of mind by keeping track of their spending. You can also manage everything from your own Cash App account without having to switch between the two. It's beautiful. It makes it simple to stay connected to your teen's financial activity in a way that's both efficient and empowering. Now, finally, no one, and I mean no one, wants unnecessary surprises. With Cash App, there are no monthly fees, no minimum balance requirements, and no hidden charges when sending or receiving money. With the Cash App card, you and your teen's balances receive 24/7 fraud monitoring, and if the card ever gets lost, you have the ability to lock their card right from your phone in just one app. New Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use code FAMILY10 in their profile at sign-up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. That's FAMILY10 in the profile and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial service platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Cash App Visa debit flex cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC, and the Bancorp Bank NA, pursuant to a license from Visa USA Incorporated. See terms and conditions for Sutton prepaid cards, Sutton debit flex cards, and Bancorp debit flex cards. Savings provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures.
Shout out to Cash App sponsoring this video. To wrap up, the Eagles with a 90-minute practice. Offense looked pretty good. Juergens left a little early. Darius Cooper continues to shine, man. I don't think there's any denying that Darius Cooper is going to make this team, and he's going to make it. He's going to make an impact. I think with the guys that they put in, the Elijah Moores, the Hollywood Browns, the Wicks, okay, I think the odds of him making this roster were stacked against him coming in because those may not be stars, but they're all quality veterans that have been around. and he's going to have to beat out in his second year. He's not only beat those guys out, he's outshining everybody except for maybe Wicks, So I got a real deal there, man. I could not be more excited about Darius Cooper right now. Everything you're doing but changing this offense tells you everything you need to know. In a lot of ways, yeah. Many interesting crimes at 31. I don't think Barkley's. I think Barkley's got a couple years left. But I will say this though: Did you see? Jamar Gibbs got paid? I think he's the highest paid running back in history. And then what's his face in Atlanta got paid before it. So these running backs are all of a sudden making a ton of money, and I think we're sitting pretty good. I think Saquon's going to be fine this year. I'm excited about Barkley. I think he has. I don't think he'll have 2,000 yards, but I think he'll have a better year than he did a year ago. And I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna make an impact on the at wide receiver. Remember, Barkley's 29 years old. He doesn't turn 30 until February, so he's playing this whole year at 29. Jalen endorses Wicks every chance he does, and Cooper. He also talked. I mean, he talked the other day about Cooper glowingly. Do we still have Tank? Yes, we do. We have Tank still. Derrick Henry. Oh yeah. Is he contemplating it now? Really? That would be a huge loss for Baltimore. That'd be crazy. DJ Simo, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Very generous. Thank you so much. We got to remember the scheme requires our O-line to be very athletic instead of being stationary. They are moving and stunting. We've always had wide receiver injuries in camp. We're fine. Laugh out loud. Panic. Yeah, oh yeah. I think we're fine as well. Like I said, I think for like DeVonta missing time, I think he'll be fine. Lemon, you want to get him on the field because he missed OTAs, he missed minicamp, but we haven't even played a preseason game. Like I think he's got another week. If he's out another week from now, then I'm going to get a little bit worried about not that he's not going to be good, but just that he's going to be behind when season starts. But we'll see. Lazo said, who had leg cramp? Michael Jordan, Manny Pacquiao, they were in their prime. Yeah, but I mean, those are different sports, though. Kamara, Gore, Adrian Pearson. Listen, there's a bunch of running backs that have played well in their 30s. It's happened. But Barkley's not even in his 30s. Barkley's 29. I think if you look at Barkley, I think he's got another 2 really, really, really good years left. I think another 2 good ones, and then I think you may start to see the decline. Saquon 1,500. That would be unbelievable. Yeah, I would say Barkley is a physical freak. I think he is. Barron says, "Yo, Philly man, I really wish Goedert and Lemon were healthy." Yeah, it's frustrating with Goedert, but it doesn't seem like those edge rushers are missing a beat though. Barkley's not. No, he's not. He's not. Look, when it comes to Adrian Pearson, there's nobody. I've seen nobody like Adrian Pearson. This guy came back and got 2,000 yards like after tearing ACL. I've never seen a guy come back and have the year he had the first year after a torn ACL. I mean, he's a stud. Derrick Henry. I saw Derrick Henry play live in high school. A total accident. I was in Yulee, Florida, and I saw him. And I went to his football game. It was Fernandina Beach versus Yulee. And I just was like, football game's going, I'm going to go watch. And Derrick Henry was playing. Holy crap. Freak. But I don't think Barkley is at the age right now that most running backs are shot. I still think he's got a good year or two. Who was the best player at camp today? It was very quiet defensively. We didn't hear a lot of names, so I couldn't tell you, but I can tell you based upon what was reported, maybe Jordan Davis or Jalen Carter. Derrick Henry is no Barkley either. Derrick only runs through people. Barkley does all. He's more special. All I know is I think Barkley's going to be fine this year. I'm not worried about Barkley as a running back. He's 29 years old. He'll be all right. He'll be all right one more year. Yeah, Davis got a sack out of the gate. And then we really didn't hear much about the defense at all. Like I said, there wasn't a lot of whatchamacalls today. I'm so ready for the season to start. Me too. Davis, Arnold, and Carter. Yeah, that's basically what the guys that were mentioned. Smitty is a exercise science major. I think he's getting ahead of an actual hamstring injury by resting instead of actually pulling it. I don't know. I mean, the thing with him, he's been so good in practice. Or like, I'm not worried about DeVonta at all. He'll come back when he's ready. He'll be fine. I'm more. I just don't want Lemon to fall further behind. You know, Christian McCoy got planted. Oh man, that was one of the best hits ever. That was one of the best hits ever. Atwater on him. Holy crap. Philly, do you believe we have the best defensive line this year? I think best in the league. I don't know if it's the best in the league, but I think it'll be up there. I mean, the Rams' defensive line is pretty scary. So I would say I think it's top 5. I think it's top 5. Now, it's been quiet with Nolan Smith. It's been quiet. I think the Eagles will have, Houston's got a great defensive line. Denver's got a great defensive line. You got Goedert now with the Rams, so you got some good defensive lines out there. But I think the Eagles, I think it's good though. I think it's really good. I think where the Eagles are going to excel is I think that you're going to have a great rotation. Like, I think you got guys who will be impactful rotating in. So, like I said, you may not have a guy 15 sacks, but you may have a bunch of guys with 8, I think Eagles top 5. I think the defense Eagles is top 5, I think this defense could be good. But anyways, guys, I am going to get out of here. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I got to get the day started. I'll try to have a video later today. It's Friday, so usually I put out Friday videos a little later. But so look for something a little bit later. But we will have something nonetheless. And I want to thank everybody for joining me. We are going to get out of here. God bless, and I will definitely see you in the morning, no doubt about it. With that said, it's how we vision, baby. We're all just living in it.
To go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dad. That was on you, Dad. That was on you, Dad.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott.
Where
Trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb. Trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb. You trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb. You got to give it to CeeDee Lamb. God. It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking it off. It's over.